I'm on board Rovos Rail, enjoying a 3-day journey from Pretoria to Cape Town. And as the train continues along its route, for today's cook, I'm setting up in the bar.
Food is such an important part of life here on the Rovos Rail journey. And here in the observation car at the bar, it's the hub for your snacks and drinks. So I thought I'd show you 3 simple canapes of mine. And if I can make these on a moving train while wearing a suit, you can definitely make them at home. The 3 canapes I'm going to show you are a Parmesan, feta and tomato crisp, then some crostini with a Biltong butter and anchovies, and then finally some beef carpaccio with olives. Okay, onto the Parmesan, feta and tomato crisp. Instead of using a biscuit for this canape, I'm going to be using Parmesan to kind of make its own biscuit. So first of all, you need a lot of finely grated Parmesan. I mean lots. Make it rain. Then to keep it all together, some plain flour, just a little bit of salt flakes, and then some chili flakes as well as pepper. Find the world's tiniest spoon and mix it together, and then just onto a tray. And you want to keep all of this mixture together, because what's going to happen is as that cheese melts in the oven, it's going to form one big crisp that we can break up. And this goes into the oven, which is preheated at 180 degrees for about 10 minutes until it's nice and golden. But I did that earlier in the kitchen. So we've got one made already. And the result is one giant Parmesan crisp. And you know this thing is going to have so much flavor in it. So what we can do is break up into big shards. And the thing I love about these is that they are a little bit obscure, and then you make them really pretty with all the garnishes at the end. That's so yum. To go with that spice and salt, I'm going to make a bit of a feta cream. And so just in with some feta and mixed cream just to loosen it up a bit. And then just a little bit on top of each of these Parmesan crisps. Top just with some tomatoes doused in a little bit of olive oil. And then for a little bit of green, some chives, a bit of pep. And I can tell you those are going to go with just about any drink. Okay, quick one. The next canape is crostini with Biltong butter and some anchovies. Biltong is South Africa's prosciutto, essentially, except it's way, way better. And I'm going to use that to make a butter. So first of all, some Biltong, and then, of course, a lot of butter. Some salt flakes, some curry powder or masala, and then bits away. I promise you, this Biltong butter is like nothing you've ever tasted before. That on some toast with a fried egg. The brakes are going on. Waiting on the brakes. Let's take a break. Onto the crostini. You'll just need some slices of baguette, a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, masala spice, and a little bit of garlic, and just spread. These are going to go into the oven at 180 for anywhere between 5 and 7 minutes, but keep an eye on them so you don't burn. You just want them to be golden and crisp. So I've done these ones earlier, and they are the flavor foundation for this Biltong butter. So make sure they're nice and cool, otherwise that butter's just going to melt. Biltong and butter, like together, they are an incredible combination. It's almost like having South Africa's Vegemite on toast now. Salty, savory, yum. Now I'm going to top each one with an anchovy. So this is almost becoming a bit of like a surf and turf canape. As a little extra finisher, some lemon zest and a little bit of the lemon juice, pepper, and a little bit of green for our eyes. Use any herb you want here. I'm using some cress. Okay, these are done. Onto the final canape. Going to get onto the final canape, which is the beef carpaccio with olives, and I'm going to serve them on these giant chips Chef Gregory made the other day. So first of all, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of chili, olive oil, a lot of lemon juice, and this will almost cure the beef a little bit and give a lot of flavor too. Then some spring onions, and I'm going to use these purple beauties, which will look pretty and give some nice crunch. Have you ever seen someone do a recipe in a suit? Yeah, on a moving train. I mean, I'm not trying to big myself up, but it's pretty impressive. Mendes, Warren Mendes. And now for the olives, just going to chop up a mixture of green and black olives here. Have a green olive. A bit of pep. Give that a bit of a stir. And then, of course, the very important part of a carpaccio is the carpaccio bit itself, which is raw beef. This beef, I just seared in the pan in the kitchen earlier with Chef Gregory, and I'm just going to slice it as thinly as you can go into that marinade and just mix it together, making sure every slice is coated. And now we can assemble. Don't squash them down too much. You kind of want to feather them gently, as gentle as this train ride is. And from the bowl, just some of the extra olives, a little sprinkling of smoked paprika on top, a little bit more lemon juice, final crown, and that is it. Just enough time to gather the canapes, get a new martini, and bring in Chef Gregory for a taste. Okay, Chef, these are canapes, so no cutlery. There you go. So first of all, this is almost like a caprese vibe. So Parmesan, feta, tomato.
The flavor at the back of that bit of pepper there. Wow. And the crunchiness. Very nice.
Next, I love anchovies on toast with butter.
Yes.
So I got this idea to make almost a South African version by making a biltong butter.
Crunchiness of the bread underneath there. The anchovy as well. It blends in nicely with the biltong. It's very nice.
And lastly, this is almost half yours, half mine, because I stole your chips that you made.
This took me by surprise. I was asking myself what you're going to do with this, but that's nice.
Perfect. Well,
That's
thank you.
being creative.
Do you reckon one of these could make it onto your menu now?
Yeah.
Which is your pick, your favorite?
This.
Yeah, because it's got your chips.
And there you have it, my selection of quick canapes, best served with friends, and a martini, of course.